Cinematic worlds have long portrayed artificial intelligence in various roles, ranging from killer robots who will end humanity or as a technology that will bring about utopian social change.
Then man made the machine in his own likeness.
A digital frontier to reshape the human condition.
Replicants are like any other machine. They're either a benefit or a hazard.
Thus did man become the architect of his own demise.
Try to create a suit of armor around the world. Artificial intelligence.
With such a wide range of possibilities, AI is considered a multitude of different and unique things by everyday people.
Have you ever heard of artificial intelligence?
Yes.
What do you know about artificial intelligence?
I know that it's basically designing computers in order to recreate the human brain.
How do you feel about artificial intelligence?
I think it's kind of scary, to think that a machine could kind of like replicate a human.
Have you ever heard of artificial intelligence?
Yeah, like robots, right? Yeah.
What do you know about it?
Nothing, actually.
How do you feel about it?
I feel like it's interesting. I'd like to see what they do with it and how they can develop it, but I don't know. I don't have any qualms about it.
What do you think the future holds for it?
I think it's an interesting thing to look into. Probably pretty helpful. I don't know how helpful though.
What do you know about artificial intelligence?
On the technical side, I don't really know a whole lot about artificial intelligence. I've only really ever heard of the pop culture or folk culture side of it, so through movies like Ex Machina or things that you'll read that may be disingenuous. I really don't know a whole lot about artificial intelligence, unfortunately. I'd like to, though.
How do you feel about artificial intelligence?
I'd have to say it seems like a scary notion that something that isn't exactly human mirrors human-like capabilities and traits. It kind of leaches over to the notion of, are they really human? How can we distinguish between us and them? So it's definitely sci-fi right now, but even still, the notion being distant in the future, it's pretty daunting and rather frightening.
As seen, everyone thinks of artificial intelligence differently, but what actually is AI? It is defined by Google as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. There are two types of AI, weak and strong. Weak AI is used to perform a narrow task, such as facial recognition, internet searches, or driving a car, while strong AI is AI that would outperform humans at nearly every cognitive task. At the current time, society has garnered many achievements in the field of weak AI, such as Siri and self-driving cars. Siri is a perfect example of weak AI as it is unable to do complex tasks. However, it can easily complete searches or mathematical calculations. Now the question is, how do we go about achieving strong AI in everyday society? There are two primary things needed for strong AI to become commonplace: computation power and creating an AI to be human. Although there have been great advancements within the technology needed to create AI, such as GPUs, graphics processing units, the large leaps needed to reach AI's full potential have not yet been taken. However, according to Moore's law, the world's maximum computing power doubles approximately every 2 years, meaning computer hardware advancement, like general human advancement through history, grows exponentially. We can determine the processing power needed to create strong AI through the amount of calculations per second it can achieve. Ray Kurzweil has calculated that an AI would need 10 quadrillion CPS to be considered a strong AI. Currently, the world's fastest supercomputer can manage 34 quadrillion CPS. However, that computer costs $390 million to build. That is not exactly the ideal price of something that is hoped to be mass-produced. Kurzweil, however, suggests to think about computers by looking at how many CPS you can buy for $1,000. When that number reaches human level, 10 quadrillion CPS, then that'll mean strong AI could become a very real part of life. Currently, for $1,000, you can buy about 1,000th of the human brain. Now, that may lead to thinking that humanity is far away from strong AI, but when one understands that we were about a trillionth of human level in 1985, a billionth at 1995, and a millionth in 2005, being at 1,000th in 2015 could mean that technology that rivals human brain power is not that far off, and perhaps could be available by 2025 at an affordable price.
Now, you're probably thinking, who cares? This isn't important. This won't happen in my lifetime. Well, according to most experts within the field, they predict that we will have the computation power and the human aspect ready to create strong AI by 2040.
That's only 24 years away, and if that still doesn't convince you, listen to this example from researcher Tim Urban about what happens once strong AI is achieved. He explains,
A computer is able to understand the world around it as well as a human 4-year-old. Suddenly, within an hour of hitting that milestone, the system pumps out the grand theory of physics that unifies general relativity and quantum mechanics.
something no human has been able to do.
90 minutes after that, the AI has become 170,000 times more intelligent than a human. Clearly, something that has the potential for that much power is an important technology that more people need to be aware of and educated on. Still not convinced about the importance of AI? Since 2009, there has been $17 billion invested in AI, and a private investment within the field that is increasing about 62% per year on average. The largest tech company in the world, Google, has about 14 different startup companies within the last year. Even the United States government is stepping up to bat, as they plan to spend between $12 and $15 billion on developing new technologies such as AI in 2017. Even more interesting, in just the past year, AI has made large-scale advancements in neuro-inspired learning algorithms, which has resulted in a simulated network of artificial neurons learning to play Atari video games better than humans in a matter of hours, given only data representing the screen, and the goal of increasing the score to the top.
This can also be applied to the ancient Chinese board game of Go, in which Google's DeepMind AI beat one of the top Go players in the world 4-1 in a 5-game set.
Games are kind of microcosm of the outside world. That's why games were invented, that's why humans find it fun to play. If you ask a great Go player why they played a particular move, sometimes they'll just tell you it felt right. So the one way you can think of it is that Go is a much more intuitive game. AlphaGo is our program to actually try and crack Go. We played the European champion Fan Wei in a 5-game match. AlphaGo won 5-0, which is the first time ever a program has beaten a professional player.
Even if you aren't interested in the benefits of AI, you should still be worried about the consequences that could come about through AI. An open letter calling for more research on safety and control methods has been signed by thousands of leading AI researchers and even large technology companies such as Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. Currently, AI is rapidly advancing. However, its safety is lagging behind, and this could mean, in the future, once we develop AI, we may not be able to safely control it, or it may even fall into the wrong hands. Certainly, there are ways in which AI could be deadly to humanity. One such way is if an AI was programmed to do harmful things, such as kill people. Another example would be if it was programmed to achieve something positive, but then went about that in a dangerous manner to reach the desired outcome. Currently, people within the field are aware of these potential pitfalls, and in January 2015, a conference with leading AI researchers took place in Puerto Rico. At this conference, they developed and recommended 4 key areas within AI safety and control research. These are 1. Verification, making sure AI programs conform to formal specifications. 2. Validation, ensuring that the specifications produce the behavior we want without side effects. 3. Security, ensuring that the systems can't be tampered with from within or without. And 4. Control, building in redundant pathways to reestablish control if the system exhibits undesired behavior. AI has the ability to change the future, but who would be to blame if 2 self-driving cars crashed? AI also has potential to take millions and millions of low-skilled jobs and is already doing so in many factories. Artificial intelligence could become the new soldiers, no longer requiring us to send men into war to die. Even at the 2020 Olympics, Japan is attempting to have a village of robots help the Olympic athletes in Japan by translating, giving directions, and maintaining order. AI will revolutionize the world in your lifetime, and it's important that we don't stand by idly waiting for it to happen. AI is the future, let's make it the present.
Pretty obvious, like computing power is going to be just crazy. I think AI is going to be incredibly sophisticated in 20 years.